For my studio work 2, I drew a Red Bull can 25 times. Well, I wouldn't really call it drawing if I sucked at the first 21, which I'll get to. But now, look at this! Red Bull started out in 1987 with the concept of flying as so awesome polka dots will fly off your tie. And that was the start of the flying idea for Red Bull. As I drew my Red Bull can, I thought, well, wouldn't it be awesome if I drew a melting Red Bull can like the clock in The Persistence of Memory by Salvador Dali? Well, yes, it would be. So I took him as an inspiration for this. But because this didn't work out, and you'll see why, I took him for his artwork's realism. So I don't think I need to tell you why the first 21 drawings failed, taking that I started spray painting and not drawing. Oh, and when I started drawing a crush can since I was so perfect drawing an ordinary one. I got the shading wrong, I didn't do the highlights correctly, the proportions are absolutely terrible. Not to mention, I couldn't even draw the stay-on tabs. I got the proportions very wrong and the shading mixed it up. It's supposed to be bigger here, it's supposed to let out a bigger shade, it's not supposed to be flat. Drawing 9s and 10 were a complete fail. Compared to the final, they look like crap. And actually, without anything, they're just childish. Well, for my 11th drawing, I practiced drawing the logo, and, well, even though it wasn't that good, well, I was getting there. And then, because obviously I was so good at drawing Red Bull cans, I tried drawing a broken one. And well, that didn't go so well, because I ended up just coloring in the blue parts and that's not even shading. Well, it ended up looking like crap. At that point, I was fed up with failing, so I went back to spray paint. I tried different colors, blue, red, and then I tried green, and then I tried putting those colors together to create a gradient. Well, that actually worked, as you can see, but it failed because it got stains all over the paper, which I wasn't sure I could avoid. Then throughout drawing 17 to drawing 21, I focused on drawing the Red Bull can with a new method. Again, I'm focusing on the ideas and not the actual realistic drawing. Well, it turned out interesting, but it sent out a strange message that, like, why was the bull crushing the Red Bull? Like, it's his home, so why is he crushing it? So I tried something else. Then finally, I did some research. I got to know how to shade a cylinder, how to draw it, and ended up getting the proportions right. Then I started shading it more realistically. Now I can draw Red Bull. Then now I included the media. I started getting highlights. I started including the reflection of my laptop inside that Red Bull. And then I was ready to draw my final drawing, which I am very proud of. I got there, woohoo! I didn't think that it would turn out this good. Like, my friend actually thought that I printed some Red Bull cans out and glued them on there. So I'm really glad it turned out that way. After drawing 4 Red Bull cans realistically, based on the realism of Salvador Dali's work, I thought that it needed just a pinch of creativity. So I made the shadow the Red Bull on the Red Bull can, which is why I'm calling this studio work Red Bull or Real Bull. For my Studio Work 3, I'll be moving away from adventure and heading towards animation. Inspired by Walid Taher, who is not only a famous cartoonist but also a personal friend of my dad, I will be creating my own cartoon and animating it.